Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope you're all having a nice, whatever it is. Um, so, as many of you can probably guess from the title, today's objective is going to be to knock out a new thing, I guess kind of new, that was added recently. So many of you probably know about the Fragmented One, which is a secret boss in the Sanctum Anatomica in the Deimos Labs region. So the new tank boss in Holvania has the same mechanic where you can spawn a harder version of it, but even beyond that, and like the ship decoration that you get, there's also a new thing where each of the bosses have 6 special warframes, where if you complete the boss fight with one of those warframes, you get a glyph. For the tank, it's the hexed warframes, right? So Excalibur, Mag, Volt, Trinity, Nyx, and Site09. If you complete it with each of them, you get a glyph of each of the hex members, tied to that warframe. The Fragmented One also retroactively got these, but I'm gonna be honest, they feel like kind of random. The Fragmented One's glyphs are for Gauss, Protea, Sevagoth, Mirage, Vauban, and Jade. I don't really know why they picked those specific warframes. So that's weird to me, but thus far I've done each of them once. I did the Fragmented One on Gauss, and then I did the tank on Trinity. I realized pretty quickly, after attempting it with Nyx, that Link was saving me from being spam knockdown constantly. So that was funny, but I don't want to cuck out to Prime sure-footed, but good lord, I might have to, right? And I also will say, in regards to that, if I want help with it, probably not, and at least for the Fragmented One, there's a very legitimate reason for this. If you have more than one person, there's a mechanic called Cascading Fragmentation that will eventually kill you, and doing it solo, as far as I can tell, does not trigger this mechanic, so I'm trying to deliberately avoid it. I think I'm probably not going to do too many, because I imagine that, knocking out all 12, or I guess, in my case, 10 runs, for this would probably take a while, but I hate Prime sure-footed. I mean, I'm not proud of having to, or, proposing using it either, but get this fixed. So, I'm sorry to end this banger track. Today's live reaction was submitted by Blueprint, of all people. 10 runs, how come? Each time you defeat an Apex boss with a specific warframe, you get a glyph of that warframe. So, I also should probably go on D&D real quick. Okay. So, like I said, I've gotten, and I can show real quick, I guess, what I'm talking about. I believe it's, I'm having a moment, profile and then glyphs. So if you look up Accolade, is what they're called. Yeah, the Gauss Accolade glyph and the Letty Accolade glyph are the two I've already gotten from the tank and then the Fragmented One. For each run. Here's my thing, right? These two weapons are so important for this that while I'll be switching my character, I don't know if I'm going to be switching my weapons, because I think that the, I don't know, this type of boss fight, I guess, is going to lock me out of my abilities so frequently, that I don't really know if I want to deal with it. Could be the next proto frames. I don't think we're gonna get more, at least not that many more, but I guess we'll see. But I guess I don't really see it happening, because the proto frames have so much, dialogue and stuff tied to them. So, I guess my current thought process, I could take Protea and do her glyph, but it was awful. Yeah, the amount of staggers and, sorry, I'm double-checking this. Secondary arcanes, only specific ones work. Outburst, I know for sure, still works, but the majority of them don't, at least not so far as I'm aware. With Protea, she has no inbuilt status immunity, so I'd probably have to find some way to, cram Prime sure-footed in so I don't fucking get, knocked on my ass every 3 seconds. That's the bitch of this stuff, honestly. I don't know what is going on with my Protea half the time, but I'm thinking I might, here, you know, let's do this real quick. We'll get a new config, and we'll put this stuff over... I forgot to take equilibrium off of this. It's not important. It's not important. Don't look. This is a work in progress. Okay, I did not mean to just back out, so we don't need that to be like that. The question is, where do we find how to fit this? Because Prime Sure-Footed is a whopping 16. God forbid, right? I guess, you know, this is like a really shit solution to this problem, but it is a solution. We'll grab Prime Sure-Footed. Otherwise, I don't feel like there's that much I'm going to need to change, but we'll see. We'll see. Streamline. You underestimate how much I spam my shit on this Warframe. Trust me, it's pretty bad. We're gonna start with, am I on? Okay, I'm on Soul. I just want to make sure I could pause if I need to. Acrid plus Encumber is Infinite Survival. You know, fair enough. Or, I'm Encumber. I'm having a fucking aneurysm here. I'm thinking of Fortifier. They added Cool Kid. Gay, honestly. I'm gonna drop this down because I'm on Vazarin right now, so I don't have any way to just generate that shit, but it's fine. No pet. Oh, wait, I don't have my pet. You know, fuck it, I don't care right now. The pet I was using was Jin for sacrifice, but he kept dying, so it didn't fucking matter. Extra 5 Steel Essence, that's true. I could ball even harder. I could ball even harder. This was an Apex stream. I mean, it does say Warframe in the title. Rain for 30 seconds. My main thing is that I want to stay on Vazarin because I can just make myself completely invincible. I feel like that is really valuable. Also, I'm sorry if my footage looks like shit. I currently have upscaling turned on because my PC did not like the amount of enemies that was spawning in the fragmented boss fight. YouTube's compression will probably make it impossible to tell that I have this on, but do I have on Artillery or Erosion right now? I have on Erosion, okay. That should be fine. This boss is not terribly difficult to access, all things considered. It's a little time-consuming, but it's not by any means hard, if you ask me. Just chew through these guys with the Protea turret real quick. Temporal Erosion, my beloved. First one, I think, is the worst. Just sleep Scaldra, bruh. Thank you for clarifying, Evelyn. I did not know what the fuck you were talking about until you made it clear. Oh dear. Should probably be actually, like, using my survivability and energy regeneration tactics instead of just playing like a complete dipshit. Give me these. On to the next one.
The Vitrium is spent, but we must see more. Locate another probe.
Can tell. Unfortunate. I guess this also does get downscaled from 1440 to 1080 whenever I stream, but...
It's yummy.
And thanks for stopping by, Lexi. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. The new one very much is hard. I said, I played it on Trinity, and I didn't think it was terrible, but it was certainly... There were parts of it that I found annoying, I'll put it that way. Yeah, I would say, please give me these. I do need them. This part of the entire process of just getting through all the eyes is honestly just really boring. Because you need 60 in total, and the amount that you can pick up in a given, like, go-around increases each time, up to, I think you can get up to 15 eyes in one go, like, by the time you're, you know, through with it, but it's just really annoying. I don't know what else to say about it, honestly. It's just annoying. I need another one of the doodads. The tank is pretty normal. In the first phase, the amount of them, like the amount of Eximus units assisting the tank is kind of ridiculous. Everyone and their mom decided they were going to pull up to the function as a fucking Arctic Eximus, and it's kind of mind-numbing. Where is the other... I'm getting too easily distracted. They're on my map. Here we go. I'm glad to catch up. I will tell you when it comes to, like, new difficult content, so to speak, that I feel like there's, I guess the Apex bosses I don't think suffer from this problem nearly as much, but there's a fair amount of, like, new difficult content that crutches on randomness pretty hard, and I'm not a fan of that. Then again, I always, like, I know that whenever I make a statement like that, I'm inevitably going to be faced down by hordes of the, like, skill issue people, but I don't know. EDA is an environment that is, like, occasionally fun, but it also has its moments where it's just like, damn, this shit sucks and I don't want to play it. Well, I need to do the thing where I pop out my check so I can actually read it. It's too far from my face. Okay, there we go. Range silence to counter Xmas. That's possible. The main thing with that, though, is that the boss, the tank, turns your abilities off constantly. But the face-off thing, is in face-off as a mode, or is in them nerfing the Babao enemy? Because the infested Babao was cancer, and I'm glad they finally fixed it, but I still don't personally play face-off all too much. So they're part of 1999. This is probably going to be considered a weird take, but the music. I love the entirety of the update so far, and I've been having a lot of fun playing it. Like, the new enemies are all fairly cool. The new tile set is really good, but the soundtrack for this update goes fucking insane. Just gonna play King of the... Yeah, here's, I guess, like I said, I know I'm probably gonna just get, like, especially, like, I had considered making a video on, like, randomness as difficulty and how I think it's a concerning direction for Warframe to go in, but again, I know that I'll just get bombarded by skill issues. But I feel like my issue with environments like EDA is the fact that, they... How do I put this? They kind of assume everything is equally viable, but then with the combinations of modifiers and things that essentially remove tactics from the pool of viability, you're in this scenario where luck can just completely screw you over, and I don't think that's fun, and I don't think it's fair. Like, I think a good example, one I bring up in the Overguard video from, 1985, back when I fucking made that, is this, I think it was like the second or third week of EDA's release, I had a rotation of frames that were all crowd control focused, and mirror defense had bolstered belligerence. And, like, that was entirely out of my control, but it didn't matter, it still screwed me over. It was incredibly difficult to do that EDA, and the way I had to do it was fucking stupid. Reset Incarnate ammo if used at max? I don't believe so. I guess I could probably... Ow, I'm being zapped. But... it tips the entirety of EA. Like, that's my thing, is that also, EDA is Elite Deep Archimedia. It's like the game's current main endgame activity here in the labs. But I feel like with that, I guess that kind of environment, it puts you in a situation where it feels like you're at the mercy of what you get, and I really just don't enjoy that. Like, I've had times where I've gotten an EDA that realistically should be easy, but the combination of modifiers and frames and stuff just makes it completely miserable. And it doesn't feel like that's because I'm necessarily a shit player. I mean, I am. But that's not necessarily why it's unfun to me. It's unfun to me because if I walk in and my best options are, like, the Velt, the Akzani, and, I don't know, like, fucking, Volnus or something, I'm probably not going to have a ton of fun. How do you access EDA? You have to get to rank 5 with the Cavia, and then you'll be able to access it. But, oh shit, I didn't grab one of those eyes. It doesn't matter, it'll come back in a second. You're alive? Yeah, I streamed not too long ago, actually. They are not. Like, here's my thing when it comes to that. Randomized loadouts can be fun. I do think that, like, I've had weeks in EDA where I did have a lot of fun because I couldn't pick my loadout, and it made things interesting. Like, I think it was last week's EDA, I had no good weapon options, and my best frame option was Excalibur. I have been fairly vocal that I think Excalibur struggles immensely in high-level content to survive, and so I decided to challenge myself. I wasn't going to take any helmet ability. I was going to do it purely vanilla Excalibur, and I did beat it on my first try, which was a very satisfying thing. I probably wouldn't have bothered trying if it didn't force me into that direction, but at the same time, so there are weeks where, like, can it be fun? Yeah, I've had plenty of weeks where it was fun, partially because of the randomness. But then I've had plenty more weeks where I've pulled up and it's all of my items have been dog shit and all of the modifiers have been dog shit. I'm like, wow, I don't really want to do this anymore. And randomized lotus, yeah, I think in Duviri it works because of the fact that you have really powerful buffs in decrees. In EDA, you're just, like... Fuck, I'm just rehashing stuff I said in the Overguard video, but my issue with it is that the difficulty relies on removing options from the player. Like, if things aren't hard because they're hard in terms of, like, oh, I just rewound into having no energy. I am an incredibly unintelligent specimen. Anyhow, in that environment, I think it's fun, but in EDA, it's just, like, in Duviri, I think it's fun, but in EDA, it just relies on removing options from the player, and it just makes the gameplay a lot more, like, frustrating, I guess. Especially because, when it comes to playing in EDA, you already have to contend with all the mission-specific modifiers. In EDA, each mission has two, like, general debuffs and one mission-specific debuff, right? So you're already going into the environment shorthand. And then they decide to fuck you over even worse by removing even more of your options. And sometimes the interplay there causes you to struggle, I guess, because you might have a combination of modifiers and frames that are fundamentally at odds with each other. Also, I will say, Covert Cats, I respect your opinion. I do not think Dishonored is more fun without your powers. I've beaten that game a handful of times now, and I find that the no power run just makes it feel like more of a generic stealth game to me. Doesn't it encourage experimenting? I feel like kind of the issue, if it's all random, is that you're not... The experimenting isn't freeform, I guess. You're being forced into a position like that. I feel like especially in terms of, like I said, not everything is equally viable, especially in this particular type of content. So, if you're going to, you know, pull up to the function and you get Dante, well, you fucking win, right? It doesn't matter. But if you pull up to the function and your best options are, like, Loki, Limbo, and, I don't know, Banshee, this is about to be way harder for you, than it would be normally. My suggestion to that end, I think that every day that an EDA is in place, you should be allowed to re-roll what you get. For the reasons you mentioned, everything that you can get in EDA, you can also get in Netra cells. The only exception is there's a ship decoration you get for completing EDA with every single, like, optional thing taken. But it does give you more rewards than Netra cells at the end of the day, because it can give you 5, but it takes 2 Netra cell charges. But I don't know. I feel like with EDA, it just feels so luck dependent to me. Like, I've had times where I've gotten Dante or Baruch or Styanax, and I don't have to try. And then I've had weeks where it's just, like, completely miserable because I'm getting crowd control frames in game modes that keep screwing me out of crowd control or what have you. Problem is solved? Yeah, real and true. I think that, like, each day that that it is, like, active, I think it would be cool if you got a reroll. Another thing that I think is possibly a solution, but I'm not entirely confident in this. I feel like on some level you could make the rerolls fairly easy to access, or, like, you could gain more than just one a day or some such. But my concern with that is that even if it rerolls, say your rerolls reroll every category, so, like, you don't have any control over being able to, like, lock that you have a good weapon and then reroll for a good Warframe. Say it rerolls everything. Okay, but the problem is if you have infinite rerolls, or, like, a high amount of them, you're just gonna reroll for a top-tier Warframe who can play the game by itself. And I feel like that's the kind of thing that would make it would make the environment less fun, because then you would really just be pulling the slot machine for a top tier. I think it would be cool if, like I said, just once a day, for every day that the EDA is out, you can re-roll maybe even your whole thing, but at least one category, and then those will stack up until the next reset, right? So, like, if EDA drops on Sunday and I don't play until Wednesday, then I'll have, you know, 3-4 rerolls available to me. Just as the week progresses, each day that I miss, they'll continue to stack, so that it doesn't feel like there's an immense amount of pressure to get on and reroll each time. Also, welcome, Sci-Fi. I am currently doing I'm trying to get the accolade glyphs for doing the Apex bosses. I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of my opinion, I guess. I feel like there should be unit shoulder reroll. Possibly. Again, my concern is if we make them infinite in some capacity, then there's room for exploitation of the mechanic. You can choose your best frame or best single weapon. That's true, but I think there are some negative modifiers that are genuinely so debilitating. Like, for example, transference distortion, I think is complete bullshit. I don't think that transference distortion should be a modifier. Just full stop. I think it's completely unfair. And then for a lot of the top-tier Warframes, Powerless just completely screws them over. Like, it depends on the frame and the modifier, but I would say Transference Distortion, I think, is the most oppressive. The amount of things it locks you out of is just ridiculous. But I also feel like Powerless is a really rough one to get. Abbreviated abilities are also pretty bad, too. All frames are usable. That's the thing. Like, they are usable. I won't deny that. I've done EDA on frames that most people say are shit. I've done EDA on Limbo. I've done it on Loki. You know, frames that most people would say aren't good. But at the same time, my, I guess, issue with it is that there are modifier combinations that can completely fuck you over that are out of your control. Like, if you show up as, like, Limbo or Loki or any crowd control reliant character, and you get mirror defense with bolstered belligerence, you're fucked. And that's not even your fault. Can't use the Rift in that state? That's fucking rough. I didn't realize it worked like that, but that is rough. So I've done it on Limbo myself, too. A couple times now, actually. Even, like, that's the thing, is, like, I think that I'm not trying to, there are some frames that can't do it, and that if you get them, they're a dead slot, right? That's not what I'm trying to insinuate. But at the same time, I do think it's important to acknowledge that some frames in this game, are better than others. And I don't think that it's, like, I guess my problem is when there are certain combinations of modifiers and frame lineups that can completely screw you over and it's not your fault, that's not fun. That was easy. Won't be able to play as well as if it were game sense based. I feel like here's kind of, I mean, I'm doing a thing right now that I think kind of plays into this. I do think that Warframe has stuff that can be genuinely challenging or skill-based, and I think that this is one of those things. The Fragmented One is a boss that is a bitch and will beat your ass. I don't even expect to do this on my first try, honestly. But the Fragmented One isn't unfair, and I think that that's valuable. Like, this is a very clearly telegraphed boss that hits like a truck and will wreck your shit if it hits you, absolutely. But at the same time, if you know what you're doing, you're more than capable of doing it on pretty much anyone by yourself. And I value that a lot, personally. And I think that, like, for EDA, there are modifiers that are difficult, but in a way that's interesting. Like, one that I think is, also, yes, you can shoot the Jade Eximus lasers. Oh, I can stun him with this. Get fucked, bozo. I've talked about this before, I do honestly think that the Fragmented in general are some of the best bosses in this game, in my opinion, and I think that the One is kind of the apex of that. Minus cascading fragmentation. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Just a bit of insurance. I still have my Vast to lock on for no real reason, to be honest. I don't need it for this. It was for armor stripping the tank. Ow. That dealt enough damage to insta-strip my shields, but fortunately we have the Protea balls. I had no idea. You know, fair enough. Am I getting... Yep, I'm about to get lasered. That was... Oh, low. Actually, that was low enough to hit him. Okay, nice. There's a tank version of this boss. I'll show it in a minute. If I complete this run, then I'm probably going to make my next run the Cyto 9. Maybe? Cyto 9 run? For the tank boss? But yeah, I will say, like, when it comes to... The tank, I'm not as down with, and I think that's just because I don't understand it as much yet. But this boss, I think, is very well designed and very fair. My main issue, again, is, okay, that rock attack is bullshit, but that's besides the point. That thing tracks you across the goddamn planet, but that's besides the point. Just... Okay, that did hit him. I was going to say, like, if that did not connect, I'm going to get fucked. But the one thing that I don't like about the Fragmented one is the cascading fragmentation mechanic, where if you're in a group, there's a wipe mechanic. I don't like that, personally. But I also kind of understand, like, why that exists, because the devs don't want you to be able to just, like, stall it out forever with revives and stuff like that. To run other... I'm not entirely sure, I guess, what you're referring to on trolling with the new boss. I've mostly been playing solo, though, so that might be why I haven't encountered it. I've made this opinion known before. I despise Warframe public lobbies, and I don't engage with them. Put down another dispensary. I'm just ignoring the Eximus units for now, because, to be honest, I actually just got saved by that Arctic Eximus bubble, I think. What the hell? He blocked the laser, which would have nullified me if it touched me. This is just this boss. It's a war of attrition. Yeah, the rock attack there is tricky, because you have to... He'll throw it in your same general plane, so it's best to be on the ground when he starts it, so you can jump to dodge it, but you have to spend so much of this fight in the air anyways that it can be difficult if you don't see it coming. Again, though, if you're watching him, you'll see all of his attacks way before they come out. Ooh, Jesus. Important thing, when he nullifies you, he also locks you out of your operator. No experience in public lobbies. But personally, a lot of my time in Warframe has been marred by more negative experiences in public lobbies. Oh, Jesus, that was just me being stupid. I don't even have an excuse for that. I'm nicely, though, on Protea. My shield gate duration from the satellites is long enough that the nullification wears off while I'm still invincible. I don't know if that was a thing before. I actually believe it was, if memory serves. But I've enjoyed both Trinity and Nyx a bit, but I've mostly been playing Cyto 9 because I find him really fun. Zap him. Oh dear. One of my shield satellites is still here, so we're just going to pick that up. Oh, I think he's going to... Yep, laser. I was not paying attention, so yeah, that's going to catch me. Ouch. Sight is so satisfying. Sight is really fun. And sorry, I'm probably not going to... God damn it, I was looking at my chat and it did the thing I was about to say would happen if I tried to look. I'm probably going to be struggling to read the chat quite a bit while I'm actually doing the bosses, so forgive me for that. Okay, we're about to enter second phase. Any second now. I'm just gonna throw up this real quick. Oh, Jesus. That's real bad. Fortunately, I can still use energy pads. They're just on a longer cooldown, I believe. Oh, the Hollow Vein. This is not... We're not in great shape right now. I won't lie to you all. We're not in great shape right now. I don't know why I activated that. Just dump it real quick. Oh dear. He is very close. Ow, holy shit, that reached me? Damn, okay. I was unfamiliar with your game, Mr. Fragmented One. My apologies. I just want to... I'm just going to say farm a bit of Incarnate Charge off of that guy real quick. this is kind of the main difficulty at this stage of the boss fight, honestly, is seeing him. There's a lot of bullshit on my screen right now, as you all can probably tell. It makes this a bit more challenging. Ow, I got magnetic procced. Unfortunate. Just throw down the turrets to cover my ass a bit. I actually can probably just use this as an opportunity to, yeah, nuke a bunch of shit. I don't know why I hadn't been thinking to do that up to this point. That has made my life considerably easier. We are... Look, all I'm saying is, on this stream, we are free from the shackles of using Revenant. Shield recharge mods. Yeah, I was thinking especially, because, like, for Protea, I felt like that wasn't as necessary, because she has, you know, inbuilt shield recharge. But I'm thinking for, like, my tank runs with whoever, I'm probably going to go for shield recharge to try and prioritize that. Oh, I don't think I'm going to reach him fast enough to get the stun. Nope, I'm not. Damn. A lot of this feels like I'm just kind of moving back and forth. Let me just deal a decent amount of damage here. Oh, I got nullified, so I didn't get the explosion. Well, probably should have thought that through. I am making very slow progress right now. Are better than fast shots. It's typically... That depends. Damage attenuation has a ramp-up period, and if you can deal a lot of damage with slower firing weapons in that ramp-up period, but after that, generally speaking, fast-firing weapons are better. Oh, yeah, sorry, I was like, did my phone go off? It was notifying me of a purchase that I made a while ago. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna have to say fuck it to all the enemies. We just gotta lock in on killing the boss, because this is taking way too long. Okay, I detonated and then got kicked out of it, so I still got the explosion off. That was interesting. This attack makes his weak spots fairly easy, but the plumes of fire in the ground can be tricky to avoid. Yep, because shit like that happens. Oh no, that was the Hollow Vein. Okay, never mind. That guy was just being a bitch. Gonna put a few of these down. I honestly am thinking, like, for this, it probably would have been good to take a secondary, or to take secondary Fortifier on my secondary. I still have on Lex, because Lex is very good, like, from what I've experienced, at least, it seems like for the tank, the first phase, it's pretty easy to do with Burst on, and the second phase is generally easier on Lex. But I'm not really using, like, my other gun in, the initial fight, or the other phases of the fight that much. So, it's probably best that I just, like, start taking Fortifier to give it some use. Oh, I am amazed that did not hit me. I completely deserve to get decked by that. As you might expect, reading the chat is making this considerably more challenging, but we're rolling with it as best we can, right? That's the plan, at least. I'm just gonna spam out a bunch of shit real quick. I don't even care. Bypass attenuation. They don't bypass attenuation. There is still, like, a cap on damage and things like that, but they do help. Oh dear, am I actually taking Cascading Fragmentation? Oh dear, I am. The last 3 times I've done this boss solo, it did not exist. All right, well, we gotta start stepping it up. Wherever the hell the boss is, there he is. I talked too much shit, now I'm going to get hit. My apologies. I'm guessing, does it just kick in faster in multiplayer then? That might be it. It might just be faster. Need to make sure I hold on to shield regen stuff, though. Just try and clear out some of those dudes real quick. It's also helpful with Vazarin because the 1 gives you massively increased shield regen and whatnot. said, my main issue is I'm getting too distracted by the ads, and so I'm doing this really slowly. I'm gonna be pretty reliant, I think, on... Fucking hell. I can't even see the goddamn boss half the time. What am I even shooting at right now? There he is. Uh-oh. Oh, that's real bad. Come on, come on. Okay, we're good for now. I need to move this over here. There's way too much bullshit over there. Dude, I genuinely cannot see him. Like, half the time when I'm shooting, I'm just shooting in his general direction. Oh dear. Well, fortunately, half the shit that's hitting me is not doing enough, or is not, Yep, we have another stack now. This is getting pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you all. This is getting pretty bad. I can't fucking see him, dude. The struggle is real. The struggle is fucking real. Because I can't see the boss. I'm genuinely just crutching on my shield gate abuse as much as I possibly can. Where is he? Can't waypoint it? Honestly, fair point. I probably should try and waypoint him just to see if that helps. Thank you for pointing that out. So as long as I'm not getting nullified, I should be able to do this pretty much forever, but that also assumes that I make no mistakes, which is not how this works and is not what's going to happen. So... that's another one. Oh, this is not looking great. Not looking great. I did this much faster when I was on Gauss earlier. Then again, I guess that makes sense. Okay, we're good. Yep, Protea Accolade Glyph. Sweet, okay.
All of these times, you may not be so lucky until...
Alright, well, that was exciting. Alright, Protea Accolade Glyph acquired. I'm scared about doing this on Vauban. I was under the impression that mechanic didn't exist in solo, because I had never seen it activate before. I guess I'd just never taken that long. I guess it probably just kicks in earlier. Left behind? Yeah, Boobin will be impossible. He's got a glyph. I need the glyph eventually. Okay, I guess next... I didn't plan on streaming for super long, so I guess we can go and do the tank. What is that glyph? Completing the... There are 6 Warframes per Apex boss that gives you a glyph if you complete the boss with that Warframe. Have glyphs everyone are just a few. For the tank, it's the Hex members, and then for the fragmented one, it's Gauss, Protea, Sevagoth, Vauban, Mirage, and Jade. I think the tricky thing, I guess, when it comes to Vauban, is they don't really have any easy survivability way to cheese out of getting fucked over. Plus Overdriver, because that you can't proc your passive on the boss. It's CC immune. Why those? I have no idea. I think for this we could do Sight, but the question becomes how do I want to approach this? I don't think my typical setup for him is going to work. Let's take this. Let's do a bit of work here. Actually, Worthy Camaraderie is probably pretty decent. Ads. In the first phase, they're all Eximus units, but I guess it'd probably be helpful in the second phase. And yeah, I think on my Lex currently, I just have my regular Lex with this on, but for whatever reason, I have Hornet Strike on here anyway, so we might as well.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Right, I should probably switch this to Corrosive and Magnetic, because the boss is affected by both. Its first phase is Corrosive, second is Magnetic. Okay. So I'm probably going to want to focus on... The funny shield regeneration strat will probably be helpful. I certainly still want some amount of strength, I imagine. I gotta think about this a bit, which is unfortunate. We're just gonna throw shit at the wall, slot some stuff in, who gives a fuck. I wonder if I could still swing my... like, sort of normal setup. We're just gonna be losing a lot of power strength. But who gives a shit? Arcane Ages? I'm actually not sure if... Also, I'm not going to be taking Spectral Serration, because if I lose my invisibility, I'm completely out of base damage. That's typically why I haven't been using it on site in general, is if my invisibility drops, especially in a boss fight like this, where you don't have enemies you can headshot super frequently, it's very possible you're going to lose all your base damage, which makes it go from, a bad situation to a worse situation. We're going to say this is fine. Actually, I guess I could probably fit Cunning Drift in here for the hell of it. Take Energize just as a safety precaution, and then I can probably take Aegis as well. I don't think that... Actually, does Arcane Nullifier work? I assume it wouldn't prevent you from having your abilities shut off, but would it prevent them from stealing your energy? I'm gonna give this a try, I'm curious. And then Vastalok is for Armor Strip. Neutralizer is going to be a little bit worse off, but it's fine. Holvania is not accessed through here. What the fuck am I doing? Also, Sia Sci-Fi, thanks for stopping by. Said I don't plan on streaming for too long. I just was doing this and thought I'd stream my my efforts. Still hurts, does not drain. Okay, good to know. Old Senile Quincy, true. Warframe 2035.
Is forever the price of protection. Do not obstruct the tax.
I'm still not great at driving these, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to improve. It's rough.
The checks and the people of Holvania pay with their lives. Get in there and take those tanks out.
Why you didn't bring companion? Oh god damn it, I forgot again. If I die, we'll just go get a companion. I keep forgetting about them. Drop this real quick. I'm an idiot. I am so used to playing with Zeneric that I forgot that I actually have to care about my energy economy, and I just ran out of energy doing that. Whoops. Allows gay romance? I have no idea, honestly. Probably not.
That's our ticket. Now get to a comms terminal. Use that to call in reinforcements.
Okay, I have to find...
Hey, never said this would be easy.
The secret terminal, which it looks the same as the regular one, it's just green. Yeah, there's the regular one. The secret one, in my experience so far, has always been in the same room? Or same tile, I guess, rather. Are you playing as Big Boss? Yeah, that's who this is. My frame rate goes down noticeably when I look in this direction, dude. Fucking Christ. Hold on, I'm putting this down for a second. We got a bit of cleaning up to do. I'm actually just gonna run out of all my energy again. There we go, fucking hell. I'm very off my game with the headshots at the moment, it would seem. My seek ran out, whoops. Alright, the telephone. I'm having a moment. My mental stack is too compromised. Shut the fuck up, Arthur. I'm trying to think. Where is this fucking computer?
Understand? Take an emergency transponder to the terminal and call in reinforcements.
Last I did this on this, tile, it was actually in here, where it was the secret computer. But I don't know if it would be in here again. I think you lost chemistry with Arthur for that. I don't give a shit. He had it coming. Is it not in here? Near those lockers? Those lockers is a bit broad, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I think I passed a few of them. God, there's so many fucking enemies in there. Oh, yeah, they're in the roof? Oh, okay. Having a moment again. Just mop up some of these skulls just so they leave me the fuck alone. I don't care for those. It's right there. Ah, so it begins again. Okay, the roof. I'm going to trust you all on this. Oh, yep, there it is. All right, good eye. I probably should have gone into operator for this because you cannot use a cipher on this. You have to play it. So there's a very high chance I'm gonna die while I'm attempting this. All right, we have Thread the Snake.
They detected your breach and raised the security level. Breach their systems again and their resistance is only going to get more fierce.
Morbius? I love Snake, indeed. So I can just cipher that one, so I don't have to give a shit about that one.
Stormfall squad incoming. You want their Thermian weaponry.
These things are no better than pond scum. Unclean and
It's still fully functional. Real.
Stormfall. Purge them from my city, will you?
I actually think it's kind of interesting that the Skuldra can take fall damage, so if you shoot their balloons mid-flight, they'll actually take damage when they fall back to the ground, which is neat. We have arcade games in the city. That's just the hacking scheme for this particular mission, yeah.
Arthur. How does
Get tired of Victor's yapping? Honestly, probably.
Send your friends to die.
Well, there's a computer right here.
But I don't believe there's anyone who'd rightly call you friend.
The glyph cannot be obtained if you bring companion. No, you can. I just forgot to equip one. The companion has nothing to do with anything. It's just me being forgetful.
Victor really wants to keep us out.
Is that the secret one or the main one? I can't tell until I hold the transponder, I don't think. Ow. I was playing a mission with someone earlier, and despite me having like a third of their kills, I was over 90% of the damage because I was playing Sight, which I think is kind of funny. So these guys finally got their health nerfed. They're still really beefy, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. Well, if he stopped tweaking out so I could actually hit him in his crits, but... Listening to Victor the entire time, you know, fair enough. I've actually enjoyed these missions because you can get 2 arcanes from each run, but I haven't been going for the arcane like thing while I'm doing the secret boss because I just don't feel like it's a good idea because I'll probably just lose it anyways if I fail. Okay, oh, there's a hex treasure here. Cool. Count the overflow damage? Yes, it does. When you're hitting like 25 million damage headshots on Sight Sniper, it's bound to make it look like nobody else on your team was contributing. It's pretty funny. The secret boss, yes. I have to find the next terminal, but again, me trying to read chat while doing this is screwing me over. I feel like it would be... Okay, well, that's where the safe is, so never mind. I was gonna say, I feel like it would be in here, but nah, I guess not quite. A million beers, true. Warframe, thank you, Nova, welcome. I'm trying to complete the secret bosses on each of the special Warframes, and we're currently on to Sight. I like how I see like 40 different fucking things start locking onto me immediately. There's a secret boss? Yes. We'll get to it in a minute. Okay, this room is much bigger, and it's making me struggle. I need to lock the fuck in. Hold on. Chat embargo for a second while I search for this. Okay, I don't think it's on the roof. I feel like I've checked this fairly thoroughly. Or this first try. I've done it on Trinity already. Let's look up here. Next person to chat gets banned? That's not what I mean. Too far away. Also, the computer I saw was that one. The one in the park, I think, is too far out to count. I guess I could go look, but typically it's closer to this than that. You know, actually, I'm gonna go over there just to see what's up with that. Fuck it. I just want to see if I can plug this into that, because that'd be funny. I did see one out here. Is this a normal one? Yeah, it is a normal one. I'll have to get a new transponder, but I was just curious. Really wants that defense level cap. I didn't agree to a goddamn thing. You're the one that tried to dupe me into mirror defense level cap, Nova. I can't. I don't have the mental fortitude to play one mission for, like, 6 hours. Just set up here to knock out a few guys and grab a... Noticeably different. Yeah, it is. It's just, like I said, mostly my issue right now is I'm trying to multitask, and it's got me very scatterbrained. Can I have another transponder, please? Gonna take 6 hours. For a level cap mirror defense, I think it's 4 to 6. Level cap survival is like fucking 8 or 9, dude. A lot of level caps take a while. I've done level cap in, like, disruption and whatnot, but some of them are brutal. Where is the fucking... I want the transponder, so I don't lose track of it like the dipshit I am. Finally. So I feel like... My ability to look for things is compromised by my compulsive need to look at my other monitor. I don't think I see it. I don't believe it makes a noise necessarily either, bitch. Maybe it is in the safe room. Maybe I'm just having a moment, which isn't uncommon. Do not see it anywhere in here. Okay, let's get a little closer to ground floor. So it's obviously not that terminal. You know, hold on, we're just gonna... No, if you guys would fucking hold still. I'll say, I want some more invisibility time while I'm searching for this. This is truly the hard part of this, is that I'm incompetent. I think I know this tile. Alright, well, what's your suggestion, Nexus? Bitch. Level cap Eidolon. War. Hacking all the things. You have to find certain secret terminals. Should be like a train cart with a hole. In this... Well, there's this guy here, but that's not a train cart necessarily. Let me pull up the... But we must consult the map. Huh, there is seemingly something back here? Question mark? I see it on the mini-map, at least. Doesn't make that much of a difference. It is actually... Like, they are much better than I expected them to be. This is embarrassing. How am I floundering this much? Bitch. Hey, could you die, please? Thank you. You hear a computery noise in this area. But that's typically the safe biocode, which I can't see on the mini-map because I'm a fucking dumbass. My alien grandma should get more health? Yeah, you have to... What level is she currently at, actually? I'm just gonna try and get some... I'm embarrassed that I missed that. We struggling. This is... I imagine this is very, very boring. Walks pointing to the roof. Like these? Nothing up in this area. Which is honestly fairly surprising. What are we doing? Well, I'm looking for a computer and struggling way more than any normal person would. Level 13, Grim. Under the stairs. You know, fair point. Well, I can't check under these stairs. I'm pointing at it? You know, fair, I'm sorry. Fair enough, though. Something under the bridge. What? Thought I saw one of the rocket launchers. I think Cyto 9 is very fun and quite strong. I highly recommend him. Okay, where in the fuck? How am I struggling this much with something this easy? This is the angel moment all over again. I'm back to fucking round 2 of the it's right there, and I completely deserve it. This is ridiculous. Is that... Oh, well, there's the safe IO code. Okay. I thought I heard it over there by the... on top of the safe building, though. I might as well insert this if I'm fucking this up this much anyways. But where it actually is... Yeah, realistically, that's probably where we're at this point. Excuse me, chaps. Do I still... I don't still hear that noise over here, I don't think. Check the other room. What the fuck does the other room mean, Idan? Hey, there doesn't seem to be anything connected here. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. 100,000 haulers, 10 American rubles? Yeah, real. The other tile? I don't think that they can spawn in the other tiles. At least as far as I've encountered, which is admittedly fairly limited. They always spawn in the same tile as the main console. Next to the car? Yes, the singular car. But I feel like this has to be obvious, and that me fucking this up is just me being, like, profoundly incompetent. At least the soundtrack is cool. There's that. At least I can take solace in that as I fuck this up massively. Black and gold glyph you're using? This is the Tenno trivia one from, I want to say, TennoCon 2021? Always the same? Yeah. That's what I had gathered, because I had encountered a duplicate tile. Must be glitched to restart? Nope, I'm gambler's fallacy. I will find this goddamn computer, bro. You don't understand. I will find this goddamn computer. I have to. For my own integrity's sake, I have to find this computer. Looking for an angel? Yeah, we've all been there. But I feel like the roof feels like it's got to be a lost cause at this rate. Guys. I've been up here how many times? How many fucking times have I been up here? I was standing up here. I was in this exact spot. And it was on my screen. For how long? Oh, god damn it. My Cyto 9's getting killed by fucking gas procs as he has neutralizer active. Son of a bitch. Okay. Fucking whatever. What the fuck ever. That was fucking rough. I'm sorry you all had to witness that. That was like devastating to my mental health. I'm sorry you all witnessed that. I really am. Going the long way around. Use space. I don't trust myself. I'll kill myself if I do it the fast way. I am not very good at Snake. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you all. There we go.
Security are full alert. One tank not enough for you. You had to call in all of the Skuldra.
The way he says that makes it sound like there's gonna be another tank, but that's not how this works. When I'm at school, my apologies. He's also bald. I'm not blind, but I do have pretty bad eyesight. I won't deny that. I have a very strong glasses prescription. If I take off my glasses anything more than a foot from me, it looks like I dropped the resolution to 480p. Honestly, that's probably too generous. Let's wander. There we go. And then we go to the real computer this time. Is Drifter old enough to drink? I mean, I'd assume as much. The bad at Snake allegations? Yeah, trust me, I wouldn't try to. Okay, I have a confession to make with you all. There are a lot of games that are not hard that I am just anomalously bad at. Snake is one of them. The other one is Tetris. I don't know why. I am fucking terrible at Tetris. Also, probably Blueprint. But I don't know. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that, I guess, but I am anomalously shit at Tetris. And then at least there's Warframe, where I'm bad at the game, but, like, so are most of the people that play it, so nobody ever notices. If this guy drops the magnetic art gun mod or whatever the fuck, and then I die, I will be very sad. Because Dedicants can drop, I think it's the magnetic art gun mod. It's either that or Merciless Gunfight. Those are the two I don't have. Just a toxic personality trait? That's true. Wearing glasses is a toxic personality trait. Caliber checks? I've done it once, but I haven't, like, played it, like, enough. That... Where are the Scaldra? Anyways, I haven't played it enough to unlock everything from it. I've done one loop. The drinking agent Cetus is 4. What's your source for that? I'm curious. What's your source for that? Using your middle finger. I actually normally... You made me think about it. Normally, if I have to adjust my glasses, I do it with my index finger, or like the knuckle of my index finger. Bitch. I'm regretting taking Sharpshooter off of my neutralizer. The Unum told me. I received divine visions, bro. Trust me, I foresaw dire omens. I have literally been doing this mission for nearly 20 minutes, and I'm going to fucking die to the tank in the first phase. Like, just watch. I already know how this is gonna go, dude. I'm gonna pop this just so I can get some energy in preparation for this. No energize. For real? That's fucked up. Just want high invis duration right now. That's my priority. Okay, we're gonna just have to work with this. Against the balloons in the first phase. Yeah, this is... The balloons are honestly surprisingly shit. Can I scan this again?
Of the tanks of my father's
I just realized I didn't put on Prime Sure-Footed, did I? That's gonna cause problems, I think. Well, he doesn't see me, so there's that. I need to do this fast enough that I can actually kill the Scaldra. Certified Banger, I agree. This part's tricky because he'll spawn a shit ton of balloons. And the balloons spawn magnetic, like, slop on the ground. Oh my god, yeah, that too, Jesus. The fucking 30 Harbingers that just spot me out of nowhere. Yep, there they are, there they are! Oh, I'm fucked. The stagger is gonna be the death of me, dude. Jesus. Those balloons are what I'm afraid of. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing I'm afraid of. It's the balloons, bruh. I think my best bet might just be try and kill the fucking big dudes and just get out of here. Get into the second phase faster, I guess. Because, yep, they do not fucking stop spawning. There are so many balloons. I'm being targeted by so many fucking sniper lasers. Can one of you drop me an RPG? Okay, I see one that's marked for it. Oh, thank fuck, okay. I did not armor strip the tank. I think I still can, but... I need to mark him so I can actually see him. Probably should have... Oh, that was such a big fuck up. I realized, like, well, while I was doing that, I probably should have... No, it's over. Should have picked Wukong for balloons experience. I am so slow. Hold on, please. Nah, I deserve to die for that. That was really stupid of me. I needed Prime Sure-Footed anyways, because the stagger's ultimately what got me, or what gets me killed. Fortifier? I do have Fortifier on my Lex, don't I? But, with the... God, I'm having a moment. I'm just struggling to speak at this point, because it's so difficult to read everything. Let me get the Jin that I'm having as my, like, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump. That's what this was for. He's not fully kitted out, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. Also, yes, the tank is CC immune. Sure-footed. Bomb. This is gonna hurt my invisibility a lot. I guess I can probably take a different or more duration mods now, though, because I don't need the additional range, so I barely don't have enough to fit Constitution, I don't think. It's whatever. Like 5 Cold Eximus? Yeah, genuinely, the AoE of the Cold Eximus was just fucking murdering me, dude. That shit was rough. Okay, well, this should be a less shit strategy. Now that I actually have the mod that I had made an explicit comment about. I do have the right stuff on here, don't I? Yeah, I have on Corrosive and Magnetic. Nix's fight would be, like, free. Considering that you get constantly kicked out of your abilities, it wasn't in my experience, but bring Silence. I don't think... Silence doesn't shut down the slow aura, but in one school. The thing is, Vazarin keeps me invincible, and considering that I can get, like, have my stuff stolen from me, I value Vazarin too much.
Me too.
Up against a Nullifier versus the Nullifier juice, it might.
Our soldiers stand as liberators. Their rifles, keys, thought.
All right, round 2. I'll find it faster this time. Trust me.
Safeguard your hovel.
I have to stay undetected the whole mission. I don't... Can you stay undetected during the boss fight, or do they spawn in alerted? Because I know in some missions they'll spawn in with a high alert state. This is... What the fuck is going on? What the hell? Why can't I ride up the ramp?
How about we show Victor where we
Okay.
stand? Trash that tank.
Barricades up. Nothing gets through Ferrocite.
Ferrocite barricades. That's new. Okay, you need 30
That's new? Are you sure?
Take out Skuldra until you find an emergency transponder.
The Skuldra flares are annoying, I feel like, just because they're somewhat tricky to headshot with how much they move.
That's our ticket.
Okay.
Now get to a comms terminal. Use that
This
to call
time,
in
it's not gonna
reinforcements.
take me 15 minutes. Trust, this time, we're good. Is this the same room? Yeah, it is one of the rooms that we got earlier. Oh, I'm an idiot. I just realized What? Are you guys seeing that? Oh, the camera. I was like, why is my screen flickering? And that threw me off and I messed up there. No, it's because my fucking Seek is, like, pulsing in my face. Well, that's funny. Anyways. I'm gonna move Sight up here so he doesn't get fucking murked. That's embarrassing. It's fine. It's fine. This entire... The fragmented one, that shit was, like, tricky but manageable, right? This, I'm just a fucking clown right now.
Bold move. Security level just ratcheted up. If you got a death wish...
Just give me this. Let's... Shut up, Arthur. I'm busy. Oh, Lord.
That did it.
There's so fucking many of them in here, dude. What the fuck? Hello? Let me just... Yeah, we'll just swipe some Overguard off these guys, considering someone reminded me of the Arcane that I put on. I'm a fucking idiot.
So tired. Stormfall, please save me the bother.
Clown Kid? Yes. I won't deny it. I've been making a clown of myself this entire, like, boss attempts with the tank. Like, so the fragmented one was close, but I pulled that shit off. This, though, this is looking pretty fucking grim.
I'd ask you the same, but I don't believe...
I think that the hardest of these is probably going to be fragmented with Vauban, honestly. I can see that being fairly challenging.
Ferrocite. You know what to do. Call in another squad of Stormfall and get your greedy mitts on their RPGs.
Okay, this one here, I'm guessing, is the regular one? This isn't the same room, so I'm scared. Is it the... Probably the big guy that's got it, right? Be my guess. He's just standing in the fucking Fervon. Okay. Is this your version of Chris is real? I say both real and grim fairly often. Grim is something that Evelyn ruined me with, I'll be honest. if you want. I mostly kind of want to go through the process of getting this done myself. I think it'll be more interesting for me to try and complete it with my own strategies. Okay. This feels vaguely familiar from a previous run I did. So it's not that one on the roof. Yeah, so that's the real one. There we go. I did it as Cyto9 again. Alright, all I'm gonna say is, I really hope the Scaldra don't fucking kill me while I'm doing this.
Security
We're good?
Full alert. One tank not enough for you. You had to call in all of the Scaldra. Tell you what, make it out alive, and I'll buy you a beer.
Thank you, Arthur. I'm glad that the beer offer is still open when I did not make it out alive last time. Okay. Otherwise you'll suffer. Yeah, that was my strategy going into it when I did it on Trinity. Was like focus on the nullifier tentacles as soon as they spawn. They have to get rid of that immediately.
Stormfall,
Top tier security, I agree.
but your sacrifice today in the name of Soul and Scoldra will not be in vain. That place has surely been prepared for you in the Hall of Heroes.
Don't care, didn't ask. Plus, your wife. I love that video. Did anyone see that where it's fucking Glam Rock Freddy? And it's just like, Vanessa's like, Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown. And Freddy just replies like, don't care, didn't ask. Plus, you're white. God, that shit is so funny. Is it only on Steel Path? Yes, it is a Steel Path only thing for both Apex bosses. Where's the... I was going to say, like, one of these guys should have dropped the RPG by now, right? And it will insta-kill them. The reason I haven't done that is I have encountered bugs when I've done that before that they get stuck in the skybox and never, like, come down. But... just shoot him in his fucking dick. We'll just upload another one. I don't care. It's like actual super bosses, plus your wife, real. I think that the super bosses are cool, and I hope that we see more. I honestly think it'd be cool if we got some old bosses like made retroactively into new ones. Primary acuity is crazy good. That makes sense. All right, back into the meat grinder, folks. Time to get my fucking ass beat. I should actually hang on to the Incarnate form for that. Items with damage attenuation, yeah, and a fucking billion HP, dude. I'm glad that they finally nerfed it, but Jesus. Oh, he's still invincible from the... I was like, why am I not getting Incarnate Charge or doing any damage? He was not feeling it. I'm gonna lose my invis. I probably should have focused on building it up like I did earlier, because it's very helpful to have that shit on lock. It's called Surgent, and he's the hardest boss in the game. I'd honestly be down for a secret one. It was tankier. Oh yeah, they've actually recently halved the health on the Dedicants, which is fucking horrifying if you ask me. I need to be very, very cognizant of where the tank is at any given time, because stuff like that will happen. Yep, he immediately kicked me out of my invis, which is... oh my god. The juice, the juice! The juice is, I'm not liking the juice very much. Nullifying the ever-loving shit out of me, bro. Oh my god. He's tearing shit up! When I was doing this on Trinity, I got through this phase fairly quickly. I'm surprised I'm struggling so much. The juice is loose? Yeah, dead ass, dude. Oh my word. The juice is loose. The juice is loose. All hands on deck. We've got a code 6 juice breach. I'm fucking nullified. I was gonna say I need to go invincible before I armor strip the tank. That went way farther than I expected it to. Did I lose my rocket? Okay, shit. That's not good. And yeah, the balloons are building up. The balloons are honestly weirdly difficult to kill, I feel like. I don't know what's up with that. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Bad touch, stranger danger. You know, I probably should be using Rolling Guard, all things considered. God, there's so many balloons. I'm getting the full Nickelodeon experience? Yeah, I fucking am. What is even happening in this room anymore, dude? I'm fucked. There's so much fucking juice. There's so much juice. I'm being fucking brutalized by the juice. There's the RPG. I just dropped it earlier. Okay, fuck it. We roll. I wonder if I can just conserve the RPG. Look, the challenge, unironically, is getting through this particular phase.
As our ancestors did, do you think that will...
Dude, there's so many fucking Dolopire or Arctic Exodus bubbles.
But it's worth a shot, don't you think?
I am also just being, like, sniped by 30 different drones right now. This area of the map is mostly free of obstructions. For now. The problem is, I was gonna say, the tank's not over here yet. Okay, he's vulnerable. He's vulnerable. Please. Please. I don't give a fuck about the Stormfall. Just give me the rocket launcher. Okay. No, by the juice. By the juice. Juice. The juice. They juiced all over me, bro, and that shit I did not consent to. Let me just put it that way. I did not consent to that.
That's not within spec.
Oh, I'm not. My Incarnate's not charged right.
Control this. You can't manage it or exploit it. Hex, let's show Victor how it's done. Finish that thing.
You have to be, yeah, this is another fight. Like the Fragmented, it really prioritizes being airborne. Well, Jin was my safety net, so it's not great that he died. Jesus, dude, the fucking heat-seeking, like, airborne rockets are so AIDS. So, come on, can I just see the damn things? Because the punch through on this allows you to hit them through enemies. Oh, actually, that's true. I didn't remember that I need to armor strip him. Thank you for reminding me. My main goal, or, like, priority here is unironically just to fucking get invis time. I don't really care that much if he heals. I just want to make sure that things can't see me. Although, unfortunately, the fucking suicide bomber enemies can track you while invisible for some godforsaken reason. Yep, there they are. There they are. The bastards. Look how fast they are! Oh my god. They are like a free self-res if you need it, but holy shit. Those little fuckers were going. Never figured it out. You have to kill the enemies, like, before they, like, they'll stand by the boss and get, like, consumed by it. They tweaking? Yeah, unironically. Can I see? No. Yep, dude, I hate this. This one attack on the tank makes me hate this boss so much more than I would otherwise. The suicide bomber enemies are super fast, track you when you're invisible, and deal a shit ton of damage. Christ almighty. Eidolon and Vombalist? Well, kind of. The Eidolon boss fight is incredibly dishonest. Vombalists spawn in the Eidolon. Killing them doesn't actually matter. Oh, the juice towers. We gotta kill these. #1 priority. Oh god. Yep, here they come. No juice towers. Get rid of those. Christ all fucking mighty. There's so many of the suicide bombers. They're so fast! This is actually ridiculous. I am more scared of the suicide. He's gonna spawn more. He's spawning more. Dude, no! Fuck out of here, please! Please! I need Incarnate Shards. I need Incarnate Shards so I can kill the Suicide. They are so fucking fast. Dude, Christ almighty. I am actually so afraid of these fucking things. Yeah, he healed from pretty much all the fucking damage I did to him there. Just fucking mop up these guys at the very least. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Oh dear. Okay, we're fine. Jin was not fine, so I guess I'm fine. There's no we. There's no we in that interaction. Jin kind of got fucked up, but it's okay. Could you? Are you serious? Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me? Did you guys see how many there were there? Holy fuck! That is fucking psychotic. It seems like at the very least, the nullification shit is not nearly as frequent. They are so goddamn fast. Good lord, dude. You know what? Strategy. I'm just gonna face tank them while I'm invincible from Vazarin so that they just kill themselves. Advanced New Age strategy. This is probably gonna end up killing me or Jin. Okay, we're good. He just keeps spawning them. Please, dude. Fuck off. Fuck it. New Age advanced strat. New Age advanced strat. Just let them kill themselves. God, he keeps doing the slam attack. This is obnoxious as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Good lord. Oh, I was actually not invincible. Hello? I was gonna say, hopefully that's not it, but good lord, it might be. Oh, yep, that's... fuck. Well, actually, hold on. These guys might be able to save me here. Come on. Oh, thank God. We're so back. But so is the juice. The juice is actually gonna be the death of me. This stuff has to go, like, now. My God, dude, the amount of fucking suicide bombing enemies is actually just starting to give me an aneurysm. Like, please, for the love of fucking God, leave me alone. Fuck it, yeah, we're expending resources to just try and get rid of them. I don't care. Okay, we're good, we're good. God, the amount of suicide bombing. I didn't realize how much faster they were in this version of the boss fight. Fucking Christ, dude. They were so fast. Like, they'd spawn and they'd be on my ass within 30 fucking milliseconds. Christ almighty, dude. Fuck those things, for real, dog. Rip my homie for real, dog. Peace. Okay, fuck this, though. Sounds like fun. I do think that, like, I think for the Fragmented one, the hardest one is going to be Vauban, but I think for this one, it's going to be Excalibur. His 3, if it deals enough damage, could mop up the Suicide Bombers pretty fast, though. Didn't have the kit for that fight. It could have gone better. I'll put it that way. It could have gone better to draw those little bombs to them. I don't actually... I think that it follows Archon rules where you can't use summons. I don't know where to put it. You know, showers are fairly large. You can? Okay, good to know. Before you enter the first arena. Oh, okay, that would make sense. Might help Excal. If you're getting kicked out of your 4 a lot, then I'm not sure. Not living in the back room, not currently. Versus Fragmented. He is one of the ones. What are these glyphs about? So, for reference, I guess for everyone who's been watching and doesn't know what's happening, There are 2 secret bosses that you can fight. The Fragmented one, which you do by collecting 60 eyes, and then the Apex tank, which you do by hacking 2 secret terminals. And if you complete them with certain specific Warframes, you'll get glyphs for them. So for the tank, it's the Hex Warframes, and then for the Fragmented one, it's seemingly random ones, honestly. So yeah, I currently, for the Accolade gifts, I now am in possession of Quincy, Letty, Protea, and Gauss. Save me from the liberal Scaldra. Do you have to do the bosses solo? I don't know if the solo part is required or not. Yeah, it's the ones I don't have from the Fragmented one still are Jade, Vauban, Mirage, and Sevaga.
Operator, all accounted for.
Solo is not a requirement? Okay, good to know. Go for a mirror, please. I feel like I'm going to struggle with Volt because I won't have... Actually, I might be able to pull off Capacitance. Fragmented glyphs are just release order? Not necessarily. Like, Mirage and Vauban were not released anywhere near Gauss, Protea, or Sevaga. They're not even all in the same year. Jade is the only frame from this year in that lineup. Gauss is 2019. Protea, I think, was 2020. Sevagoth was a 2021 Warframe. Well, this isn't about Wally's hand so much as the glyphs. I don't know if you have to do this solo for the glyphs at the very least. The hand, I know for sure you don't, but the glyphs, I'm not entirely sure. Vauban 2013, yeah, I think Vauban was 2013 or 14. Mirage was about that era as well. You do have to do it solo as far as I know. Like I said, I guess I might be able to consult the wiki. Let me look. I'll just pull up the Fragmented Ones page. Yep, it says here, defeating the Fragmented One with Vauban, Mirage, Gauss, Protea, Sevagoth, or Jade on solo mode, which is bolded, will reward an accolade glyph depicting the Warframe used in the mission. Okay, so yes, you do have to do it solo for the glyph. So, good to know. If you want the glyph, you gotta suffer. I wonder... Because I don't need Vastalock. I don't know if I'm going to keep going for too much longer. It's already been an hour and a half. But I don't need Vastalock for the Fragmented one. Someone brought up Glaive, in particular, like, in reference to the tank. I don't know if I want to drop Vastalock against the tank, but I definitely could see myself taking Glaive for the ads in the Fragmented fight. I also think that it might be worth dropping Lex for Nucor or something for that fight. For that. Latron Incarnate strips armor? Yeah, with a certain perk it does, that's true. I guess Latron also probably is a fairly viable choice, at least against the first phase of the tank. Using Glaive's AoE. Can Unairu strip the boss? Like I said, I find it hard to part with Vazarin at the very least. Because it's been saving my ass very hard. If I was to take Volt, I don't know if my regular Volt build
Remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
hit all the infested weak spots at once. That kind of goes crazy. Why do I have a separate thing labeled? Oh, this was the one with Breach Surge that I was messing with, right? Like, in regards to the tank... You're doing Unairu. So I feel like this is kind of a different solution. Like, a problem I guess I can solve in a different way, but I see where you're coming from. I feel like Vazarin is something I've crutched on this hard enough. I probably shouldn't ditch it. I think Capacitance will be helpful, but I guess I also can get the damage boost from my shield. This is kind of... Why do I have... just ignore that. I don't know why that was there. On your first run of the Steel Path mission? I'm not sure, honestly. Also, I enjoyed the Hex finale, personally. I thought it was good. Realistically, don't need this. We're just gonna switch this out for Nullifier. Not trying Shock Trooper. I probably could take Shock Trooper. I guess I don't know where I'd fit it. I guess probably over Streamline. That'd probably be fine. Slot that in and see if it does me any work. Because something I'm thinking is if I can rely on Lex for the first phase instead, I could potentially switch my primary, but I'm not 100% sure if it would be worth dropping. Kalimos carrying Stream, I agree. Stagger on the super boss. It prevents you, like, it'll turn off your abilities, but you won't take the magnetic proc that eats your energy. That's kind of my main concern, at least as far as I've been able to tell. I do wonder, though, I guess to that end... Didn't work for me. That's strange. I said it was turning off my abilities, but it didn't seem like it was stealing my energy. I could honestly just take Aegis and see if this does any work for me as well. It's like a final hope. Fuck it. I said I was probably going to cut the stream here, but this is the wrong terminal. To hell with it. We'll go ahead and attempt this on Volt. I don't expect to win this. We're still in the very experimental phase, but...
Major 9 tanks, by the glory of Lua, etc., etc., cleanse the city.
Bollocks.
Part of the glyph. Yeah, that's the thing. I need to do this with Hex members solo to get the glyphs, which is my goal here. Like, Warframe is giving me actually challenging content, bro. I'm scared. But I also want to try and pull it off, because I think it's fun. I'm glad I picked Eleanor's thing for passive energy regen. You can jump through that ball? Yes. Also, I have not done Nyx yet, no. I did an attempt with her, but, for fuck's sake. Hold on, my stream setup on my other monitor is being finicky. Okay. Have we gotten this room yet? I don't think we have. Let me grab my shield. Thank God this thing doesn't drain energy per meter anymore. Like 4 chats is too few. I do think, in regards to the Hex finale, they probably just didn't want people to have to wait a super long amount of time for it, which I think is fair, personally. Okay, transponder. I don't know if we've gotten this room yet.
Now, get to a comms terminal and use
which is alarming, because that means that I'm going to fuck up and, you know, flounder around in this room for the next 40 minutes. This is a fairly small room, though. I don't feel like this should be that hard. Okay, there's the real one. It's never really typically that close to it. We're getting freaky with? Probably no one. I just don't particularly care. The roofs have been a fairly good or safe bet so far. Beating Apex using Archititron only? That's actually pretty base, I'm not gonna lie.
Come on.
Yeah, I know, Arthur. Shut up. I'm trying to think, and it's a struggle because I compulsively look at my other monitor to read chat, and then I just don't remember what the fuck I'm doing.
Emergency transponder to the terminal and call in reinforcements.
Oh, here it is. We're playing it very risky today. Where's my Nezha proto frame? Who knows? I like to play games and have fun. Hell yeah. Uh-oh, I don't know what that noise was. Like how you can see my drifter's, like, void reflection. Oh, that was right as it ran out, too. Jesus.
Exactly what you're asking for.
Play games and not have fun. Grim.
Did it. Stormfall squad incoming. You want that.
Alright, let me ask you all. What camp are you in? Play video games and have fun, or play video games and not have fun? How y'all feeling? You have two options. Fun or no fun, but the video games don't get to be removed from the equation. No games and no fun? Grim. I haven't played video games and be gay. Well, gay is another word for happy, so I guess we'll put you in the fun category. Play games because yes? Interesting.
You'd be just one more dead idealist in a pile of dead.
Okay, that's probably the normal one.
Whilst I am Helvania's very raison d'etre. Skaldra looks to me, not just for leadership.
Where are the Skaldra? They're busy looking to Victor.
There are a few slender chromosomes.
You expect me to have fun? Say, I've got almost 10,000. I'm still having fun. I think that, like, even with stuff like this that's difficult and requires multiple goes around, there's still fun in the challenge of it to me.
Victor really wants to keep us out.
I mean, like, I've always felt like whether or not you're a good player, like, when it comes to Warframe, has always been kind of nebulous, right? But now with stuff like this, like, if you see someone rocking that glyph, you know that they've proved it, right? They've gone and done this difficult shit, and I like that, and so I want to pursue them all. I must prove myself. I will not use the glyphs, more likely than not, because I am too proud of the 10-0 trivia one, but... Okay, this room is small enough. Where the fuck is the computer? It's still considered a separate tile from this room, isn't it? It looks like it. I can see what looks like a linking deal in here. What the fuck is this room? Oh, that was my overguard breaking. I thought it was my shield breaking for a moment there. My bad. Funnily enough, I feel like the second phase is scary, but I find the first phase scarier. Just clear up a few of these guys. Keep passing on the computer. Yeah, at this rate, I don't doubt it. Where? Okay. I don't think it's on any of the scalable things. The Skaldra, honestly, are what's, like, fucking me up the most right now. Let's just go Ghost to look for this. There's still so many of them body blocking me. And the gasoline tank at the beginning. Bit of poking around. Near the start? Oh, hold on, I see a... Oh, no, that's a fucking... I was like, oh, I see a green glow. No, that was the Harbinger. Never mind. It's right there. Yep, there it is. There it is. Runs on the switch. I've heard that people say that it's actually, Oh, here we go. I just realized that, yeah, I need to get my operator energy back. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, I can't place the gear item. Okay. It doesn't matter. Oh, that was tricky.
Security of full alert.
This was the one I talked about? Oh, okay.
You had to call in all of the Skaldra.
Yes.
Tell you what, make it out alive, or I'll buy you a beer.
I need to prep my Incarnate before I go into this. Sorry if you guys can hear my dog. She's somewhat vocal when she sleeps sometimes, and she's at my feet, so you might be hearing her a bit. Refusing my medicine, something I'm an expert in. Much to the doctor's chagrin, as they say.
Paratroopers engaged.
What the dog doing? The dog do be making bizarre noises. As she is inclined to do, I suppose. throw this down. I think I might have called that too fast. There's one RPG. Was that a JoJo reference? Average JoJo fan. Is it just death? Yeah, I think it is just death. He's not terribly fond of us. I don't think he'd cure us if given the opportunity. We'd probably just die. Speed up your rocket firing. I don't think that would speed up much. Oh wait, no, speed affects reload speed, doesn't it? I guess that probably would work. I love just watching them like bump into my shield and just go fucking flying backwards. It is pretty funny. Yeah, looks like that does work. Alright.
The heck's in their place.
Round 2. I forgot Prime sure-footed again, didn't I? Alright, guys. Round 2 is about to end in tragedy. I'm sorry. Spoiler warning. I forgot Prime sure-footed again.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way. Want to find out what that Thermian rockets will do to that thing's armor?
I at least light these guys up enough that they'll be finished off by the, Ow. Oh, dear. Yep, this is the shit I was talking about. This is the shit I was talking about, dude. I hate Prime sure-footed as much as the next guy, but god damn it. This boss fight has 30 billion fucking knockdowns. Oh, hi. Oh, god. There's so many of the snipe. Okay, honestly, killing the balloons may unironically just be a lost cause, dude. There's so fucking many that I genuinely don't know if I can actually stop them.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way.
Probably mark the tank so I can not lose track of it. Alright, I only need the one rocket launcher. Now that we've... Oh dear. Well, if I don't fucking die, that is. Jesus. I was gonna say, now that we've determined that I can just, cheese with the armor strip.
Have you looked in a mirror? You are as hideous as the blight they cower from. You are.
Just trying to abuse my invincibility as much as fucking possible here, dude. That was a much smoother first phase. That littered this fight. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Dive kicks only. I don't think I could pull that off. I'm sorry. All right, we're learning. We're learning. Now this is the part where the second phase beats my ass. I'm sorry, everyone, in advance for the disappointment I'm about to bring.
Wretched, diseased creatures done to my beautiful tank.
But I feel like the second phase is easier in terms of getting kills. But goddamn, dude, the suicide bomber enemies. Like, if he goes for the slam thing, where he, like, slams into a wall, my first reaction just immediately has to be, like, hurry up. Oh, God. I was gonna say, like, hurry up and, like, get invincible. Just turtle up, so to speak, as much as possible. It's funny that I've had on Jin to use, like, Sacrifice to cover me, but I don't think it's actually become useful a single time. Oh, dear. Alright, well, at least I can lock them. Yep, oh, here it is, here it is. Okay, question. Do you guys think Discharge will kill him? Ooh, I think it actually might. Volt might be the anti-suicide bomber play. Did he spawn a tower? He didn't. I'll say the juice pillars are my number one fear. Speak of the fucking devil. Speak of the fucking devil. Speak of the devil. No juice. No juice. No dick. No balls. And no juice either. Volt could stop 9/11? Possibly. We're shutting down the juice immediately. My stun can also, presumably at least, prevent guys from reaching the tank, which is somewhat useful. To whoever suggested Shock Trooper, good suggestion. This has actually been playing out fairly well with it. The bonus damage is doing more work than I expected. I did expect, like, when I was first going into this, that I thought that Sight would probably be the second hardest after Excalibur, just from my own experience doing this boss. But, damn, Volt is making this easier than I expected. I think I'm honestly having an easier time than even Trinity, which is why me talking shit is going to result in my death. Come on, I just need one more. Got it. Alright, we're learning, we're evolving.
Now it's dead.
We're evolving. I didn't even die that time. No Prime sure-footed either. I'm surprised that that went that well. I need to go up for this boss. Honestly, my Lex build is fairly unoptimized. This gun is just actually that overpowered. Alright. Common Cool Kid L, not today, everyone. Not today. I have transcended my L's. Nightmare Frame is disappointed in you. I'm sorry, Nightmare. I think Mag should also not be terrible, at least on the grounds of having access to Polarize and Crush for shields. The Sight was the worst. I expect Excalibur to be the hardest, but I honestly don't know. If his 3 can wipe out the Suicide Bombers, he might actually be easier than Sight. Prime Pack Leader and Martyr Symbiosis. Actually, I could honestly use Martyr Symbiosis. That's true. Then again, I guess I couldn't use it for this particular boss fight, at least in regards to a Pack Leader, because I don't have much to melee, but it is a good tanking strategy in general, but... Blind the Bombers? Actually, that's true. You probably can blind the Suicide Bombers. I have a ping from the Soulframe server. What the fuck is going on in here? Oh, they're just announcing that they delayed the next Preludes update. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Also, this is... I will say this. For my Lex Prime, you don't realistically, or you should not realistically do this. It's just that I have this on here because I'm stupid, and then I left it on because I switched my Arcane. But Deadhead is a pretty safe bet, and you can drop this for something else. In fact, pretty recently, right, Magnetic Might probably would be a decent take on this. But... okay, so I guess that only leaves me with 3 for the tank. Or wait. Yeah, I have Excalibur, Mag, and Nyx still. Have the yeah, that also could be a solid choice if you're willing to part with the fire rate boosts. I think, in general, this might sound stupid because I got clowned on by the tank as Side 09, but I think the tank is easier than the fragmented one, but my reasoning for that is because the fragmented one just takes so fucking long to kill. The fragmented one just has a shit ton of health, and cascading fragmentation obviously poses a massive threat to you if you're not able to deal with it fast enough. The tricky thing with the 1 is that it's been confirmed that the fragmented 1's damage attenuation actually does have a damage cap per hit, and I'm not really sure, because, like, you can only kill it so fast, I bet, or I guess. Faster and less energy cost. I think for the purposes of surviving in the boss fight, probably, because you can't rely on enemies being near you. Like, in other areas of content where you're surrounded by enemies, I like the 4th ability more, because you can get more and you can get overshields out of it, but long to kill and get to. It definitely does take longer to get the fragmented one. In under 5 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised, but I am not him. Listen, I'm trying to not look at other people's strategies. Most of what I've been doing relies on what I've been using to fight the 1. Someone in my Discord did tell me about Vastalok, though. I didn't even think about that.
Operator,
but...
Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait.
Shut up, Ordis. I don't give a shit.
It's just the Corpus peddling their
I'm
wares.
partially tempted to try and go back in on Mag, but I feel like I'm probably going to get my ass whooped because I'm bad at the game. Having a lot of success with it. Definitely possible. What's this Vastalok strat? Vastalok fires a bunch of pellets, and each pellet inflicts impact damage, so Shattering Impact reduces their armor by each. Why not Excalibur first? Because I'm afraid. I said I would cut the stream, and I realistically probably should soon, but fuck it. We're gonna give this a shot on mag to see how rough this is. I just realized, actually, hold the phone. First of all, I should fix my Volt. Second of all, prime sure-footed moment. Let me fix my Volt setup. I had on efficiency, I think. And then I had on streamline over shock trooper. Do need to tweak my mag a little bit for this. But who was phone? Yeah, deadass. This is not anything particularly optimized, so don't take it to heart. Shut the fuck up, Lotus. I already have Arcane Aegis on. I guess the only thing I would probably want to try and do is put on Prime Sure-Footed, but all of my fucking strength comes from this thing, which means I wouldn't be able to full strip anymore. Grim. You know, fuck it, I'm just gonna ball out. Actually, I don't need... Yeah, that's true. I don't need Magnetized Discharge for this. We'll take here. Okay, I'm glad that the text field was not selected. We'll take Regular Intensify. I don't know, is that enough? Barely not enough. That's not the end of the world. Regular Intensify, and... wrong slot. My below the Prime Sure footage. Is the percent viable? I would say so. Precision Intensify? Actually, that's true. Probably could just take that for now. I think I can fit it. Yeah, I can. It's the same drain. Nor Crush's Augment. Crush's Augment will be helpful for locking enemies down in the boss fight, because it prevents them from moving. So I think, especially for like the suicide bombers and stuff, it'll probably be helpful if it stops them from moving, implying they'd survive it, I guess. Argonax Strip work? It probably would, but then I'd have to melee things. Oh, you mean for if you mean for Vassalok specifically, no, that only applies to daggers.
Major 9 techs, by the glory of Lua, etc., etc., cleanse the city.
Walk on the walk on the grind. Yeah, Fracturing Crush does that, which is helpful. Imagine they're immune to it. That would be fun. This bike, I swear to God, is still so finicky. I want to like this thing because it's cool, but goddamn, man. Excuse me, chaps. Don't mind me. On Atomocycles, that would go crazy.
Nothing touches my beat.
Terracite barricades. That's new.
Yeah, just get them all in the box.
To get that, take out Skuldra until you find an emergency transponder.
Okay. We've done this room already, haven't we? Have we? I think we did, right? This one was the one on the...
Never said this would be easy.
I think we did. Wait, yeah, we definitely did. So recognize that arch. I'm just having a fucking aneurysm. Where was this one? Back here, right? Yeah, look at that. I'm learning. Shockingly, I will defeat my haters through the power of neural pathway development. I am unironically getting better at Snake as I attempt this.
You got a death wish. This is one way to get
you have haters? Unironically, kind of, but like not really. I'm not like a controversial YouTube figure, but there have been some people, dude. The only time, quick cool kid story to you. The only time YouTube ever stepped in and withheld a comment from being posted was one dude on a community tab post of mine who, like, was just flipping his shit about how much he hated me. It was, like, one of those things where, like, normally that kind of stuff would be fairly hurtful, but it was so absurd that it wrapped around into just being really weird. Like, he was freaking the fuck out, and not only that, he was trying to reply to other people's comments to shit-talk them for watching me. And this was on a community tab post. That one was really weird. I don't know what that guy's damage was, but not the person calling you a PDF file. Weirdly enough, no, that guy didn't get blocked. Unfortunately, he's a coward and deleted his comment before I could read it. I still wonder what that one was about. It was on the iceberg, and I have genuinely no clue why the guy was accusing me of being a pedophile. Because, like, I don't know where he extracted that from anything, but that was a weird one. That one's definitely up there in terms of like weirdest comments I've ever received. Half as much as I do. I respect that, Zert.
You really are the most insufferable prick. Victor really
Okay, this room is kind of big. Have we done this one already? I don't recognize it. I don't think we've done this room yet. This is a fairly large room, too. Okay. We gotta focus up. Weird homophobic rhetoric? I have no idea. Look, there's certain things in the iceberg I think I didn't handle very well, and in the video itself, not in, like, people's response to it. Oh, what the fuck? It's all the way over here. Okay. Like, there are certain topics I think I should have handled better. But I don't know how you could extract the, I don't know how you could extract that position from anything that I've said or ever publicly done. I'm an idiot. I'm sitting like, why isn't it going in? No, that's not the right thing. I'm just a fucking dumbass. What's normal homophobic rhetoric? You know, that's a good point, actually. How do you like the new update? I've been enjoying it a lot so far. I'm gonna just swipe that guy's overguard. The genuine struggle for me is I feel like I'm having this just, like, brain aneurysm because I'm trying to find these terminals on Chikurin and Karn and Latron. I have messed with it on a few weapons. I want to experiment with it more. Oh, here it is. I'm stupid. But the main one is Neutralizer. It is ridiculously good on Neutralizer. I've heard it's really good on the AX-52 as well. This is... I am actually struggling because I am actively being fucking gassed. What the fuck? Help! Help! Oh my god. Fuck off, maybe?
Call in all of the Skuldra. Tell you what, make it alive, and I'll buy you a beer.
880 million damages with Jakkur, damn. Okay, where did the phone go? I'm not... Oh, it's stuck in the... God damn it. That's a bust. Didn't randomly update Banshee to work with it too. I actually haven't tried Banshee's weak points, but I'd guess they probably don't. Honestly, though, Sonar is broken enough it doesn't fucking need it. Sonar is, like, Sleeper, an insanely good ability. It's just weirdly and, like, difficult to take advantage of at times. Mag's passive to get it out of there. I already have on a Sentinel, so it won't do anything as is. Oh, hold on, here's a new phone. My phone. Look at how big this phone is. This is what people will tell you they dealt with in the 90s, dude. They'll be like, yes, this is what it was like to live in the 90s. This was my cell phone. This was my iPhone 6S.
You are trying my patience with these antics.
It does if the sonar weak point lands on the head of the enemy. I mean, fair enough.
Make these heathens go.
Bonk. Yeah, I didn't expect that to be enough to kill him, damn. Rocket launcher time. To get to school, yeah, this is what they would describe. It's like, dude, fucking boomers out there explaining to you the mechanics of the raid encounter that was going to school. It's like, what part of going to school did you get to DPS phase, Grandpa? Like, what the fuck? Dude, they describe this shit like a Destiny encounter. It's like, yeah, every day when I went to school, fucking Nezarek was there. Like, what? I don't know what else to say. This is how we'll describe COVID to my kids. Yeah, it was like a fucking raid encounter. They had to fight the fragment. It's like, yeah, they had to get to school before fragmenting or cascading fragmentation. Jesus, before that shit kills them. This is how boomers describe going to school back in the day, Blueprint. That's what we're discussing. The witness haunted the men's room. Yeah, you would get kicked from the, like, school walking group if you didn't have Gallahorn back in the day.
Witness to the weakness of the Hex.
I like how the fucking, like, stagger there is just hard-coded. Like, you just can't avoid it. I had Overguard and Prime sure-footed, and it still fucking staggered me, dude.
Our plans depend on it.
Pandemic isolation. Real and true, sir. Real and true. There are so many snipers on me. You'd think I was like fucking Julian Assange. I've taken one step outside of the embassy, bro. It's fucking over. Give me the rocket. Give me the rocket. Oh, I got it. Tank. I need to mark it. Because of the armor strip, we're optimizing, okay? The armor strip allows me to do some silly shit. We're good, we're good. How does the hard mode change the fight? The sniper balloons are everywhere, the goo is everywhere and nullifies you, the tank's attacks nullify you, and every goddamn enemy that spawns is an Eximus. Than his weapon, than recon effects. You know, fair enough. I do quite like recon effects, but I see where you're coming from, considering the headshot mechanic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to do it before things get too hairy. Oh dear. He was looking at porn. Fortunately, Mag has a very high shield capacity. Maybe I should have spec'd into shield recharge even more. Oh god. Yeah, it's the heat-seeking bitches are the thing that fuck me up in this part of the fight, I feel like. It's the suicide bombers and the heat-seeking little needles that it spits out. Also, Digital Extremes try not to make a boss that requires you to target specific weak points and then have it turn around constantly challenge. Alright. Okay, it does not kill them, it does lock them in place. That's actually pretty huge. I need to be very careful. Jin is dead, so I don't have access to it being able to revive me. My Syandana is actually blocking my vision. Shit, I didn't actually reload. Okay, we're good now. Game of chance. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like, if you can avoid them, I don't fucking know how. Is that juice? I don't think that's juice. The little bastards are chasing me again. Oh, you do not. Oh, get away from me. Toxin Eximus? Oh, hell no, brother. Hell no. Get the fuck away from me, please. So I see them on my minimap, but I don't... Okay, there we go. Since I didn't actually see where they were, I could just see them on the minimap. This does seem to help with the healing, too, with a Fracturing Crush. Oh, yep. Here he goes again. Spit out a billion little fuckers that'll insta-kill me if they look at me. I do have 12k Overguard. Again, whoever suggested Fortifier, that was a good suggestion. I appreciate it. Contributes to accuracy issues? Yeah, true. The Juice, I just realized, I was reading the chat. Nope, the Juice has to die. Juice Tower spotted. Pitbull, go. Magnetize the little shits. Actually, good point. Ooh, it does pull them in. Good idea. We out here brainstorming. Good suggestion. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Between the tank healing and the Juice, we gotta kill the Juice, bro. The Juice is too big of a threat. I know that the more I say this, the more I'm... Like, if you mishear what I'm saying, I probably sound like Sneeko or Aiden Ross. But that's not what I'm trying to convey, okay? That's not what I'm trying to convey. Mag Griffin Warframe. Whatever you say. Oh dear. Alright, yep. Round 30-7 with the little bastards. The juice would not be more dangerous. Trust me, no one will ever mishear when I say the word of the juice. This will never get taken out of context by someone who is going to think I'm saying something else. Juice. I was about to say something completely unironically that sounded really bad when I thought about it, so never mind. Never mind. I don't think it's a good idea. Isn't that a K-Drive mod? That's true. Christ all fucking mighty, dude. The needles. The fucking needles, dude. A beverage of sorts. Nova Umbral keeps telling me to put that in my next video. Maybe I will at some point. Find a way to incorporate the drink. We've got even more! Dude, I'm not even done with these ones! Fuck out of here. Would you look at that? Yeah, I think Trinity, Volt, and Mag are the easy ones. Maybe Nyx will be as well, but she gets kicked out of stuff, you know, easily enough. I don't know. Orange juice is acidic? That's true. See? We're using our brains here today. Pardon me, everyone. Assimilate for the win. My concern is if I touch the juice, I'll be kicked out of it. My current thought is maybe abusing Absorb, because I can stay airborne in regular Absorb. My concern with Assimilate is if I'm on the ground and I get juiced. There we go. So the wall jump detection in that room is, not great. Then I have the rare drippy glyph. I don't think it's... do you mean rare? What's the rare glyph for participating in the ARG, or is it just the one for pushing the button? You can't shoot in regular Absorb? That's true, but Assimilate leaves me stuck to the ground. How am I supposed to beat the first phase? What I've discovered, Idan, is armor strip the tank, and then once you get the first Stormfall squad, kill them as fast as possible for the RPG. It should only take one shot if the tank is armor stripped, drop the RPG, break its shit, and just shoot it again with the same RPG. It's basically a matter of do it as fast as possible because the enemies overwhelm you like crazy. One is a sigil, not a glyph. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because I should have that as well. What is the sigil even? Is it drippy? I guess not. If you happen to know which one it is off the top of your head... Actually, I'm stupid. What am I doing? I'll have it in a fucking... I'll have it in my inbox. Hello, Amir. Thank you. That was after the... Is it from the support team? No, that's the... Okay. Yeah, Drip Squad for Life emblem. Hell yeah. Drip Squad, baby. Drip Squad.
You have remembered well.
What did I take off? I dropped... Yeah, I dropped Intensify and... Or Umbral Intensify and fucking Magnetized Discharge. Feel free to judge me for how my setup is all you want. Honestly, I don't even think I actually need Arcane Aegis. Realistically, I can just swap this for Augmented and call it a day, but that's besides the point. We're at 2 hours. I think that's probably enough that I can call it here. I've gotten half, just over half, of the available glyphs for the tank, and just under half of all the available glyphs for the fragmented one. I might stream future attempts, because I do think Vauban fragmented one in particular is going to beat my ass. I expect that one to be really hard. I think, like, Excalibur, I'm a little on the fence about. Same with Nyx. I guess we'll have to see. It scales, but 4 good players easy. Here's the thing. You have to do it solo to get the glyphs, and that's my current pursuit. Like, I've done the fragmented and all that just fine. But my main concern is, like, if I want the glyphs, I have to do it solo. All about dodging the attacks. I think, yeah, and with my Protea run, I think the main thing I got hung up on was I couldn't see the boss behind all the enemies. I think that was ultimately where I, like, struggled. I could have gone a lot faster. Also, I can just shut upscaling off now. I had this on because of the amount of enemies in the fragmented fights make my computer very unhappy. I think, yeah, with Vauban's crowd control, I might be able to, like, really focus on the boss, fuck all the trash mobs. I don't care about them. Who of the hex are you going to romance? Probably no one. Here, we'll hang out for, I don't know, a little bit. I'm not going to go as long as last time, but we can only tell you to get good at movement. Real and true. Let me grab Frumentarius here. We'll go hang out in the back room for a bit. We'll do this for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. That will lead to Rant Kid. It happens. He doesn't need to romance the hex. Yeah, see, someone gets it. Wrong thing. Steel Path backrooms. Show Sparkle Dog? I mean, I guess I can grab Sparkle Dog if you want. Just having a moment there. It's, yeah, this one. Also, I might be stupid for this, but I did not realize until just the other day that you can turn this TV on. I did not realize that. We chillin'. Customize the back room. I don't really think I've got much. Also, those of you who were on my last stream might notice I have the Gemini skin emotes now, despite saying I didn't plan on buying them. And I'm gonna be honest, my reasoning for buying them is actually really stupid. I needed one for a video, and I sat there like, if I need one of them, it's going to bother me permanently if I don't own them all, because that's the kind of person I am. So I sold a bunch of arcanes that I realized I had been sitting on, like duplicate arcanes. I sold off a bunch of them and bought the bundle. Will I use the skins? Not often, but this emote is cool as shit. This might be a weird take. I wish that it was possible to use the emotes on their respective frames and not switch. I wish I could just use them to be cool. Nice thumbnail, thank you. I put 3 extra seconds of thought into it. The emotes go crazy. The Volt one has crashed my game on one occasion, but, you know, that's besides the point. Favorite Hex character? That's kind of tough to say, honestly. I like them all. I don't really think I have a favorite. Alright, let's see if it crashes my game, yes or no. Okay, we're good. Name one mechanic that hasn't caused a game crash at some point. You know, that's true. How does the full emote look on Gauss? It is honestly pretty cool. Feels out of place? Yeah, I agree. Or not Volt, Gauss. Let me head back up here where the lighting is actually decent. Oh, the couch is blocking the goddamn emote. I hope you got enough of it to understand what was happening. Arthur is my favorite. My struggle with Arthur at the moment is I feel like even though I'm like rank 3 in our relationship, he still just never lets like answers any questions. And then I had an interaction today. Minor spoiler here, I guess. I had an interaction where Arthur, maybe some of you have had this already, talked about doing something called hostage facts, which was essentially you each told each other an embarrassing truth about one another. I'm about to discuss the nature of these, so anyone who does not want a spoiler for this one Arthur conversation, be aware that I'm about to spoil this. So for hostage facts, Arthur reveals that he has a teddy bear named Sebastian that he keeps in his room on a shelf that he found in like a bombed out house, and that he talks to Sebastian on occasion. So my hostage fact, none of them seemed serious except for one, which was actually really sad, which is an option where the Drifter explains that he kept summoning his childhood bedroom in Duviri because he was afraid. And that's why you see all, like, the Zariman shit underground and stuff, because he kept summoning the bedroom, like, subconsciously because he wanted somewhere to hide. That's the wrong option. Arthur is like, you've misunderstood the assignment, mate. And I'm like, what the fuck? Did I? That seemed like I think it would have been, because both other options seemed like jokes. And I was like, I don't feel like I'm taking the situation seriously if I pick these other options. But no, that was the wrong one. Arthur did not like me trauma dumping in general. Please keep it to hashtag venting. Please keep it to hashtag venting. Wasn't one of them about... Yeah, one of them was about loading, like, causing your head to end up in a tree. I picked the Kaith one, and that was wrong, too. I think that the only other one was Loden cutting your head off and ending up in a tree. I didn't ask you to give me depression, mate. I also feel like I wish that more of the conversations had follow-ups. Some of them so far do, but I feel like a lot of the conversations feel fairly disconnected at the moment. We have different tastes. Arthur logs off. Yeah, deadass. I think that happened to me, too. The Cheetah. In all of its grotesque glory. The Cheetah. That doesn't weird Arthur out. And honestly, that might be the case. I also find it interesting that some of your choices that you can make kind of flesh you out as a character, too. Like, there's one where, I think it's Amir asks about cephalons. It's Amir or Aoi. And, like, when you bring up Ordis, you have two options where it's like, Ordis is my ship Cephalon, or Ordis is my friend. And I'm like, the fact that I can pick that makes me sad. Of course I'm gonna pick Ordis as my friend. Same with, like, Eleanor has one asking about the operator, and it kind of dictates, like, how you feel about them. Where you can say, like, yeah, I check in on them, or, like, they don't need me, that kind of deal. Or there's one line about them having people like Ordis and the Lotus there for them, and it almost kind of feels, like, a little bit resentful, I feel like. And it's not come back up yet. I've had some that are connected. Like, Quincy, I talked to him about Duviri in one conversation, and he did reference it in a later conversation. Drifter about the operator. That is one of the options you can pick. Yeah, I did the most, like, amicable to the operator options I could. I never understand Letty. Fair enough. I think she's the only one I'm rank 4 with right now. Yeah, I'm trusted. I think, yeah, everyone else is currently just at liked. Have you friendshipped? I am at tier 3 of 5 with all of them but Letty. Letty's at tier 4. The maximum you can reach is tier 5. Was not an embarrassing secret? Yeah, not particularly. Quincy is a bit too flirty. Yeah, it does make me a little uncomfortable. I feel like a lot of the options when it comes to stuff like that, like, requires you to be mean, and I don't like that. I wish that I could, like, politely tell people to knock their shit off. Yeah, that's what I experienced as well, khakis, is the whole space trauma thing. You need to be from South America to understand Letty. I mean, or Central America, I guess. Or North America, because Mexico is still in North America. If you romance Eleanor. That doesn't surprise me. Wasn't there a bug that Eleanor was romanceable too early? I think it was, what, Eleanor, Letty, and Arthur had a bug where you could romance them at rank 3 instead of rank 5? Also, important thing to note for you all, your relationship is actually tied to the Hex Syndicate, like your standing. So, like, rank 4 trusted, like I am with Letty, is only possible for me because I'm rank 4 with the Hex. And so, like, it will not be possible for me to reach rank 5 with people in terms of their relationship until I'm rank 5. with the Syndicate. Can't use universal medallions for the Hex. It might have just been an oversight. Hex Finale's rank 3. I think it's just they didn't want you to have to wait like 2 weeks. I've been maxing out my standing every day, and I'm still 2 days away from reaching rank 5. USL, yeah. Letty and Amir talk about being from the USL, which is interesting. Alawi and Eleanor to accept it. I think I told, or I mentioned that, but I don't know if it's ever come up again. Everyone is well written. I haven't actually gotten into the conversation about growing up with Arthur yet. I think it might have been an option for me at one point, but I didn't choose it. Just think waiting a day is kind of boring. That's kind of the bitch of it, honestly. Waiting this much is the part that sucks. I feel like I can just go in, I do my bounties each day for each character's relationship progress. I find the conversation's interesting, and then I send the gifts and all that stuff too, but I don't know. And want to level up. Yeah, the standing cap, and like, they've made improvements to it over time, like making it more bottom heavy for lower MRs and stuff like that. But this shit sucks in terms of, like, I want to progress, and the game just artificially does not let me, and it's shit, dude. I hate it. But I get, like, the reason DE does this is not a mystery to me, right? It's because of player retention, or, like, daily login stats. They want people to log in every day, and so they're making you, one way or another. Way better if you could at least 1 or 2 a day. I agree. 1 a day does suck. The acid. Do they contribute as much? I don't know what the actual raw value is, but bounties are the only way to guarantee that you get chemistry each day. It's possible to gain no chemistry from text conversations or gifts, but every time you complete a bounty with someone, every time you do a bounty with someone, you will always gain chemistry. 10 hours to get more? Yeah, it's rough. Also, welcome back, Lexi. I think I can just go look at this, actually. Albrecht Blue Gatorade. Is this going to kill my PC for a second? No, I think we're fine. Was just briefly punched? No, I had to cough, or I had to clear my throat. My apologies. Right. See, I'm at 57. At MR30, you can get these in increments of 33,000, so I'll be at 9k away from rank 5 at the end of today, when the reset happens at 6 my time, that is. Giving propane tank to Arthur since day 1, stay based. But yeah, it's going to take me an entire extra day just to reach rank 5, which kind of blows. I don't like that. I get why the game does it, but I think it takes, if my math was right, like I think it takes 9 days as an MR30, or as an LR4, I guess, rather, to reach the maximum hex rank. And it's just like, damn, dude, this sucks. Hello, Gordon. Also, as an Easter egg, Minky's desk is here. Oh, there's a button on it now? Oh, this is where the credits are. I don't think this was always here. That's cool, though. This is the, for those who don't know, Minky was the original art director for the game, and he passed away very suddenly, I think it was October of this year? Which, yeah, fucking sucks. Like, he's the reason that Warframe looks the way it does. He, like, split ways with DE, and then came back to do Hildren Prime, because he designed Hildren, and he basically stayed with the company again. And he designed the Scaldra and the Murmur and stuff like that as well in TennoCon. He was still alive at the time of TennoCon. They talked about it in a dev stream. They had a tribute to him as the second gift, as a joke. He does like the keys, and I keep giving him key rings, and he keeps liking them. So I like thinking just like a big chain of like 5 key rings. And yeah, he did design the heirlooms as well. What did I believe he had some form of cancer, but I'd have to look. But yeah, that was, like, between, like, dude, we have Minky, was it last year Data Reaper suddenly passed away as well? Like, goddamn, dude, that sucks. At the very least, I do hope that both of their families are doing okay, because I can only imagine, especially for, like, people that were so larger than life, I guess. It's gotta be difficult as a friend or a family member to lose someone like that. You all are lucky that if I die, no one would give a shit. Anyways, Data Reaper was the one who designed Clem, and they also made the Cronin. Me jingling keys in front of Arthur. You can actually find the Data Reaper Memorial in Iron Wake. Oh, another thing that might be kind of interesting. I'll just point this out to you all.
Let me brighten your day.
Here in Owie's room, there's a TV that's interactable. And this goes a bunch of... it talks about the lore of the Technocyte Coda. I'm not going to read it on stream. I don't really think I've got that much time. But feel free to read through this. It's actually really interesting. Lotus Booty? What the fuck? Okay. Does this computer have Club Penguin? No. How about the stage is just the gathering place for people? It's just kind of been decided. Will this crash my game? Yes or no? I think, how long have I been live? Yeah, we'll probably wrap this up in the next minute or so, I think. It's been about 2.5 hours. I didn't even mean to go on for that long. I just got caught up fighting the boss. Oh, so I think Aiden asked me a question about the boss, and I feel like I did because I saw it but didn't read it because I was, like, finishing a thought, and I didn't actually answer him. So, and Aiden, if you're still here and still have that question, I'm sorry. Where the lore is, I'm going insane. You gotta do a bit of digging at times, I guess. How did you do on the boss? The tank boss I did fairly well. The fragmented boss almost beat me up. I'm not gonna lie. I am still here, but I don't remember. Fair enough. Dude, the Arthur emote is so fucking sick. Like, I like all of them, but this one specifically goes insane. It's so cool. The boss is beating my shit. I was worried that you were beating your shit to the boss. Are you doing a fragmented one or Apex tank? And I guess who are you doing it on? Tank took me several days. I find the fragmented harder purely on the grounds that they're so tanky. Letty emote is my favorite. The Letty one is also really good. Amir's emote on a wisp. Just go invisible, stroking my jorts for the tank. The new Drifter cosmetics. I do love the goth and the grunge outfit. Athletic I'm not a huge fan of, but I do wonder if the Scaldra one they showed off, I have to do this one on Volt. You know, fair enough. Already did Fragment one. Well, I asked about the Fragmented just because the Gauss glyph is tied to it, right? But my issue with grunge... Okay, fuck it. I'm getting a bit more sidetracked than I meant, but I'm not going to let this just derail the stream too much. Here's my issue with the grunge set. I love the look of it for the most part. Like, if I just, like, swap to it real quick. Like, this jacket looks really nice. I like it quite a bit. My problem with it is you can't see this because of my animation set. But if I take it off, there's, like, this weird... How do I put it? Like, wife-beater thing going on here? Where you're wearing, like, an ugly sweater with, like, a... I don't know. I don't like the way this looks. I wish I just had on, like, a normal undershirt. Like, I like the jacket a lot. I like the grunge jacket a lot. But that particular part, I can't get over it. It just bothers me. Well, here's the thing, right? This is so hard to show because I can't zoom in. There is a distinction between the turtleneck or whatever underneath and something on top of it that I just don't like the look of. And that's not the goth hood. If I switch to grunge, that's still there. This is also still present on the goth jacket, kind of, but I think it looks a lot more normal with the, like, division between the two clothing pieces there. I like them both, but just that particular bit just bothers me. I feel like it's just so low. Not allowed to see our drifters' necks? Yeah, I guess not. I can put on the hood and be edgy as fuck. Might be a waistcoat, maybe? I also am wearing the grunge leggings. The goth ones are cool too, but they're a little too much for me, I feel like. The spikes on the boots, like, that's the stuff that is exclusively reserved for, like, mommy's on Twitter, so to speak, right? Strat for second phase, I was using Lex Prime, and for Bolt I was spamming my 4 to lock down the suicide bombers and whatnot, but I used Lex to just shoot at the fucking weak points. Any plans for Drip or Drown? It's been on the back burner for a while, I won't lie to you. Drip or Drown was a lot of effort to make, and I really need to reevaluate my approach to how I'm going to do it in the future. Or so something else. You know, fair enough. You know a bit about Twitter, mommies? No. I fucking hate Twitter. You lost me with the spike boots? I don't think I'm fit to wear them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not the target demographic for wearing the boots. So that's, you know, that's out of the question for me. Drift or Drown? That would go kind of hard. Okay, you know what pisses me off? This is something that I realized. Fuck it. Okay, my stream might die for a second when I do this. I'm warning you all. One last thing for real this time, but my stream might die when I load into here because of my CPU problem I've been experiencing. Okay, it actually decided to behave itself. So here's what pisses me off, right? I'll just pick one of these. You can use these emotes as the Drifter in Duviri, but you can't outside of it. Like, dude, this goes hard as hell. But you can't do that outside of Duviri. It's the same with the Shawzin. You can use the Shawzin here as the Drifter fine, but outside of Duviri, you're not allowed to. It's so bullshit. I think it's like the limitations on the Operator are still in effect on the Drifter outside of Duviri, because the Drifter's rig is the same as Warframe's. His skeleton is the same. He should be able to do basically all the same stuff, but because, like, in the Operator form, he can't do any of this stuff, because I think it just ties him to the Operator and their limitations, which sucks, because he could. You can see it from the fact that he can do this shit in Duviri. Being able to use the Parazon emote, that actually goes pretty hard. So yeah, I can use these here, just not in... This one's very effeminate for my poor Drifter. Will this crash my game, yes or no? Is a lasagna code nightmare? Probably. I like how my Drifter keeps, like, blinking. So my eyes are just closed, bruh. Okay, that's a little weird. You should be able to use the... Yeah, that's the weird thing. You could in the quest, I know that much. The nose? Oh god, yeah, what the fuck? Huh. The nose. No? Ah, damn. Give Drifter a rifle? Deadass. Large nose mode activated. The only thing that matters is I can use the pizza emote. The Chitza emote. I also love how the hand here kind of clips, but it looks like the sleeves are kind of rolled up to account for it. But it does clip in some spots. Actually, it clips in a lot more spots than I first realized, goddamn. Juice mod activated for real. Hi, Ember. I did not mean to interact with you. Would you eat this Chitza? No. No, I would not. Would you eat a Big Bites pizza? You know, probably. I would probably eat that one. Depends on the kind, but you know. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up for real this time. Because we've been going for a little bit longer than I intended. But I didn't get the pizza emote. If you didn't complete all of the regular missions first, because there was a bug that you could do Steel Path before completing all the regular missions, then you didn't unlock it, and you have to go do them again, which is very annoying. Snake Bite had tech rot in it. It seems like it, yeah. Hi, welcome, Phoenix. You've joined at the worst possible time. I'm about to end the stream. Good job, Bozo. Well, we've gotten, what, 4 of the boss runs out of the way today? Mostly on the tank, not on the fragmented. We might do a sequel stream to go for the other ones at some point, but we'll have to see, I guess. We'll have to see. I do want to get all of the accolade glyphs, so I think it's a super cool idea that you can get, like, just... I'm just tripping over my words again here, which is not uncommon. I really like the idea that DE is putting forward of having these special glyphs where not only are you doing the really hard boss, but you have to do them solo with a specific Warframe. I think that's a really cool idea. Hello, Big Floppa. I think it's a really cool and really fun idea, and I hope that we see it more. In the future, I'd love to see them give us more Apex bosses, or potentially even revamp old bosses to have Apex variants, but we'll just kind of have to see. But the Apex tank, I do think, is easier than the Fragmented in my experience. But I also think that just kind of varies. Because, like, I guess it depends on a lot of factors person to person. I imagine that won't be the same for everyone. I do find the tank easier, I don't think it's that much easier. The Sergeant Apex. An Apex Sergeant would be hilarious, honestly. I would love for them to go do old, hard versions of Star Chart bosses with, like, more defined mechanics. Want to learn the attack pattern on Ultra Hard mode? Yeah, I feel like if any old bosses were going to get an Apex variant, they'd necessarily have to rework the boss, because most of them are just not up to spec, I guess. Like, I love the Fragmented and the tank, because they actually have, like, real mechanics, I guess. And there's, you know, they have attacks that are telegraphed and things like that. And I really like that, and I do think that if they were going to do that to old bosses, they'd have to give them some of that treatment to make them fair. I will say this, though. The amount of juice that is spawned in the first phase of the Apex tank is bullshit. There is too much. You already know their attack pattern, and that's boring. I mean, fair enough. I think most of their attack patterns, though, aren't nearly as complex or, like, fair, I guess. Like, Sargus Ruck, for example. If all of Sargus Ruck's attacks nullified you, he'd still be easy as shit, because he's still Sargus Ruck. I think that if they wanted to, they'd have to make their attacks more, like, interesting, so that they feel more fair. Sargus Cuck, real and true. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the plug on the stream here, I think. Yeah, I guess one last thing I will, Warframe is a hard game to get bosses right. That's true, but the 2 most recent major bosses, I think, have done it right. The tank and the Fragmented feel great, in my opinion. I like fighting them a lot. But, I guess one last thing I want to say for you all. I do actually have a video that's done and uploaded on my channel, but it's currently unlisted because it's a companion piece to another video that is not done. So, I'm debating potentially releasing it by itself, like the day before or something like that, but it'll probably come out alongside the other thing. So, Exalted Blade video will be next. I have been struggling to work on it immensely for seemingly no reason. It's been very difficult to just knuckle down and work on the Exalted Blade video. I think this is just a dense topic, I guess, and there's a lot I have to explain. But like yesterday, I was gonna work on it, and then I added like 3 minutes of additional content to a 6-minute video, the one prior to it. So I kind of got sidetracked there. But I hope to have it out before the end of the month. That's the goal. Ideally before Christmas, but it just depends. I don't want to rush it out the door, I guess. But thank you all for watching. VOD playlist is in the description. Discord's in the description. I don't know. Make sure to eat your greens and steal your mom's credit card for platinum purchases. Anyways, I'm out of here. See ya.